Welcome to day 4 of the longing. I have never felt more alone. Why don't we just get back into it, exploring these caves, looking for things? What kind of things can we find today? We've already gone down the leftmost. I don't remember one of these we came out of before, and I just looped everything back around. We're at 12 minutes, so minimum amount of time. Let's just say when this goes down to 1, because wait, is that right? Yeah, hours, and then yeah, that makes sense. Let's go with that. I was thinking about how in the last one of these, I was talking about the COPPA thing and the whole idea of whether or not I even want to be talking about politics and laws in this. And I was just thinking about how, in addition to what I was about to say, I'm right now thinking about how confusing, if I actually am focused on what I'm saying, I'm going to get lost even easier. But when it comes to the laws and politics and all that stuff, I've thought, yes, I've definitely been here. When it comes to all that stuff, and I can just sort of scream into the abyss, but like, how fucking useful is that really? Not much. And when I hear other people talking about politics and whatever that they're bothered about, it's annoying. If they're like exactly thinking the same as how I'm thinking, it's like fine, but then you're just listening to, like, that doesn't help at all. There's nothing to be gained out of that. And then if you're hearing someone who you disagree with, a lot of the time you want to be like, the urge is to tell the other person why what you think is different, but you can't do that. You just gotta sit around and listen to them go on, and all you can do is sit and think, like, I disagree, and you're just sitting there. It's not a good experience, and most of the time you just leave a video like that, and that's that. So I don't know how much I want to like care. Like, I care about expressing this, but it's very hard to express this, and it might be also doing more harm than good if like I am not like 100% sure about what I'm saying, if I'm not completely factually informed myself, and then I just start ranting about something. If anyone were to trust me, and that's how rumors start and get passed on. What a cozy place. This is a wonderful spot. And then what is that thing? It's like a crystal with like screaming souls inside or something. Well, let's leave. I never know what to do, and this is something I struggle with, honestly, in real life too. In real life, when I feel like, why should I even bother talking to other people? But like, at least in real life, you get the idea of, if somebody disagrees with you, then at least they can immediately tell you why, and that's a lot better. But the whole problem that does remain is, how do I even justify bringing something up if I'm not completely sure about all the details? I can't. But in real life, you can never be. You'd have to devote your whole life to become an expert on something, and that's just not attainable. So what you end up with is the only people who like talk about stuff if the people who are thinking of this far through all of this and are thinking like, oh, I'm not going to talk about something unless I know exactly what I'm talking about, then you only get the stupid people who don't know literally anything are then talking about this stuff and saying all of their stupid opinions. And it's like, there's problems in every direction. There's never not problems. Problems go on infinitely in all directions throughout the universe. And it's just, This also is related, I think, to the idea of, like, I think for the most part, it's good to have fewer children than have more. I think I'm sort of an anti-natalist, meaning that I believe that it's the fewer children and the fewer human beings on the planet, for the most part, there's exception to this, generally is a better thing to have fewer rather than more. And it would solve a lot of problems, a lot of environmental issues. Hey, I'm up here now. I made it. I do not want to jump and break my leg. No, I'm not going down. I think generally speaking, it would solve a whole lot of issues if you just have fewer people, for a number of reasons. And I'll probably come back to that eventually in another episode. I think almost everything can tie back into just things would be a lot better if there were fewer people. It's just more complicated and more shit because of how many people there are on the planet. And that's all well and good to realize that, but then you realize the smart people who understand that, and if you don't agree with that, it doesn't mean you're stupid, you just disagree. But it seems like most of the people who come up to this sort of conclusion have come to it because they've thought about it a lot. And then the sort of people who haven't thought about this stuff also seem to be the type of people who have like 1 million children. They'll have 8 kids and they don't know what to do. And so what you end up with is it always seems like the stupid people have 1 million kids, and then those kids grow up to be stupid because they had stupid parents who couldn't teach them. And so then you can't justify not having children, because when you're not having children just means that there's going to be more stupid people as opposed to smart people. So there's no option, there's no solution. You're just fucked. There's nothing you can do. No matter what you do, investigate. The inscription reads, "Only a fool tries to reach the end of eternity." I know there are some things that just end the game, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm very terrified to do certain things. I don't want them to end. Okay, let's just try this. I'm never gonna know. I need to know right now. The Halls of Eternity. Okay, I'm gonna guess that these go on for literally forever. In both directions? No, I can't go in both directions, but let's take a look. Time seems to be standing still in these halls. Let's just go for a little while and then see if the amount of space between us and the door remains the same, or if it caps out and there's always the same amount of space. Who put these here? What was the purpose of hiding this in some corner? Ah! There's a thing here. What do we got here? What is this? Give me this. A carpet. It will warm my feet at home. That's perfect. I wonder if this is just a really empty, like, home store. Like, this is one of those stores where you buy stuff for your house, but somebody got here first, and I'm only picking up the crappy stuff left behind. Oh, time is staying literally still here. That is interesting. So the more... if we wanted the series to go on forever, we could just stay here. That's great, now I never have to end the series. It's perfect. Ooh, more things. How exciting. What do we got here? This sheet of paper will be useful for my art studies. I wonder where it came from. I now have 3 paper. Wonderful. You know what this could be? This could be a way to regenerate consumable items in this game. That's a possibility. But who left a piece of paper in the carpet? There's gotta be somebody down here, unless somebody came from the other direction. Somebody came from infinity and walked the infinite amount of space and then came out. It could. What if that's the origins of myself? Or the creator guy, the big guy who's sleeping for 400 days. He came from this place. Give me the piece of paper. You know, this is where paper comes from in real life, too. I wonder if I just left this on in the background. I turned on, there's an option to just auto-walk. And I just left that on and just went and did the dishes. What would happen? I mean, I'd miss all of these items. I might have to do that for the way back. What's this? I hope the king doesn't mind if I borrow one of his books. I now have 5 books at home. That seems like a good find. Free book. I think this has been worthwhile, depending on... It could be just a really terrible book. It didn't really specify. I just realized I can never finish this video, because I can never meet the minimum 10 minutes, because time stops. I might be mistaken, but these halls seem to be quite endless. But another book. This book will keep me company at home. Welcome, friend. They've activated the part of your brain, the dopamine center of your brain, so now I just have to keep going. It's addicting. More items forever and ever. Speaking of things like that, I've been playing some old school RuneScape. And by playing old school RuneScape, I mean grinding fishing while I watch YouTube videos. I need to get this. Get the thing. Get the thing. Get the dopamine. Get it. Get it. More paper. I can write my own book. I was just thinking, this... If you had like a pocket dimension like this, that just went on forever and time was stopped, in the sense like, you didn't age or anything, you could just live there forever, would you take it? Would you just live there forever? I mean, you could always just walk back out. It's not like you, or when you make the decision, you're forced to live there forever. But I feel like you definitely might just stick there for thousands of years or something. And just think. I think I might do that. Especially if it had infinite books. I guess the music in the background would get annoying. The chanting. It's fun to take a stroll in this realm, but I'm afraid that at some point I will have to walk the whole way back. Yep, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I think when we have to do that, I'm just gonna activate that option that lets me just auto walk, yeah. Infinite books. All you need. I think maybe I should end this here. I don't think we're not really accomplishing much by keeping this up. I'll see you next time.